Hey everyone, it is Amanda Nicole and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing something similar to another video that I did a few videos back, which was using my most expensive makeup. Today we are using all of the products that are my least expensive makeup. So everything here is going to be under $8 and there are some true hidden gems in my pile of my least expensive makeup. So if you want to go ahead and see what products I use and what look I create, just keep on watching. Alright, so of course the first step is going to be primer, and the primer that I have is the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. This primer retails for $8, and this is what the component looks like. A lot of people compare it to the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I have not tried that, but I have heard that it is a dupe and it is Jeffree Star approved, so that's what we're going to go ahead and apply. As you can see, it definitely is well loved. I do enjoy this primer. I feel like it does really good at hiding those pores and just giving me a smooth finish on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Okay, so now that my skin is prepped, the next product I'm going in with is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. This is in the shade Soft Beige. You can find this at Dollar General and it is only $5. A lot of people rave about it, such as Paige Corinne, Allie Dawson really likes it as well. I think it is an awesome foundation with good coverage and it just gives you that nice skin finish. And I believe Allie Dawson, she has oily skin, so do I. So this definitely works along with that type of skin. I will go in with my Real Technique sponge. It's a very nice soft sponge. I think it's a good drugstore one that you can find at pretty much any drugstore and Ulta as well. So let's go ahead and apply. Alright, so now that my foundation is done, I absolutely love this foundation. I feel like it makes my skin look flawless. It does not look cakey, and it just evens my skin tone. Of course, I mean, I have some acne, but they're bumps. You can't smooth that out entirely, but it doesn't add texture. It is just a beautiful foundation that I truly love, and I recommend it for $5, and it comes in like a really nice glass bottle, so it's really nice in my opinion, and it clearly works better than some of my other foundations like the Tarte Face Tape. If you saw me use that in my Brother Picks My Makeup, this foundation is only $5. So, I mean, this did so much more than that one did. But now moving on to concealer. The concealer I have is the E.L.F. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This does retail for $6, and I definitely need some coverage under my eyes. These bags are terrible. If you guys have any recommendations about good ways to get rid of bags, please let me know in the description box down below. I try to use like eye patches and put like a heating eye mask on because sometimes that helps reduce inflammation, but just the bags are terrible and I can't seem to like get that darkness away. So if you have any recommendations skincare wise on products that would really help, just let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my concealer. Alright, so now that my concealer is done, I highly recommend this concealer. I feel like it gives nice full coverage, and as you can see, my eyes underneath don't look as dark anymore. I think it's a really good concealer. Highly recommend. Again, you can get it anywhere. Ulta, Target, pretty much any drugstore that carries E.L.F. would normally have the concealer. So if you can, definitely go pick it up. $6 price tag is not bad at all. And people do compare it to the Tarte Shape Tape. So if you are wanting a dupe, that is one I would go with. For the next thing, we're gonna go ahead and set our face, and we're gonna be using the matte setting powder by E.L.F. So again, I have oily skin, so I like a matte finish. So if you wanna go ahead and see how the powder applies, just keep watching. Alright, so now that I have set my face, by the way, that powder does retail for only $6. I love this powder. I feel like it makes everything so smooth and so matte. Nothing is extra cakey or anything. It is beautiful in my opinion. So far I'm loving the makeup today. For the next thing, it is bronzer, and the bronzer I'm going to use is this E.L.F. bronzer in the shade Light Matte. I actually picked this bronzer up at the dollar store, surprisingly. Sometimes you can find some really good products there if you just look, and that's what I've learned with shopping at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. You just have to look. So I did find this there for only $1, and I'm going to go ahead and apply. Okay, so now that my bronzer is done, I do like this bronzer. I feel like it is more of a like brown gray color than it is anything red or orange. And it does go on very nicely and soft. It's not anything too heavy. So like today is a day that I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. So having just a nice standard bronzer just to give my face some dimension is perfect. So if you just want something like that, I highly recommend looking at your local dollar store and seeing if you can find that and pick it up. It did blend out very nicely. I didn't have any trouble with it at all. For blush, we have a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow, or it's a Super Shock Sheet. That is a tongue twister. Super Shock Cheek blush in the shade Between the Sheets, and this is what the blush looks like. I love these types of colors. I either like darker colors like this, or I like peachy corally colors. So let's go put on some blush. Okay, this blush is absolutely beautiful, and it does only retail for $8. I do love Colourpop's Super Shock formula, whether it's their highlighter, blush, eyeshadow. I think it is great. So if you ever can get your chance to pick one up, I do recommend it. I think everything is coming together and looking so beautiful. For the next thing, this is probably one of my favorite things, and it is only $1. This LAcolors highlight. This is in the highlight Shine Bright. My sister got this for me a long time ago, probably for Christmas. She stuck it in my stocking or something. But this is a very blinding highlight. It is amazing, the quality of it, for only $1 that you can find at the dollar store. So let's go ahead and pop on some highlighter. This highlighter truly gives you that nice wet look, and it doesn't emphasize your texture, and it's just such a beautiful golden shade, and I love it. It's perfect for my skin tone. I think it's just stunning, and this just goes to show that even something as cheap as $1 can really pay off really nicely. I am obsessed with this highlight. Again, it's probably one of my favorite highlighters, so if you are balling on a budget, this is what you need. Now for my favorite part, which is eyeshadow. I'm going in with this e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow. This is in the shade Berry Bad. This is beautiful. I have all of them. They are only $3, and the pigment and payoff you get with these are amazing. So let's go ahead and apply some eyeshadow. Alright, so I love these bite-sized palettes. I think they're perfect for travel, and each one, you can really create a whole look. I used every single eyeshadow to create this look, and all I did in the middle was just pop on the highlighter that I used by LAcolors right in the center there, and it just looks perfect. I love this look. I love all of them. I think that the quality is amazing. The shimmers really do pay off very well, and they blend so easily. If you can get your hand on these, I highly recommend them. So now jumping into brows, mascara, eyeliner. As I did before, I'm just going to run through the products that I'm going to use, and I'm going to pop them on off camera, just because it's not a fun step, so why waste time? The first thing up is going to be the liquid eyeliner. This is the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. This is what it looks like. This does retail for $4. Next up is the Jonteblu. This is an eye pencil for my waterline. This is in the shade Charcoal. This is what it looks like. And this retails for $5. For my brows, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Pomade. This retails for $6, and I'm also gonna use the JS7 brush to apply it, and that retails for $5. And then mascara, we have the Wet n Wild Megawear mascara. This is for $1. You can get this at the dollar store. I did review this in my first impressions video, so It wasn't that great. I liked it more for my under eye, so we're gonna test that out with the lashes. And the lashes I'm going to use is the Ioni 3D Faux Mink lashes in the style Natural Doll Medium. These are $1 at the dollar store. I love these lashes. So I will be right back. All right, so now that I have the rest of the eyes popped on, just to walk one by one about my opinions on them. As I mentioned before, I only thought that this was good for just coating them and making them blacker. They didn't really do anything voluminous for me. So that's why I think that it was perfect on the bottom lashes, as well as just adding the blackness to my actual lashes to go along with the fake ones that I put on, which I, again, love completely. The eyeliner, this one is amazing. I think the line just went on smoothly. I like that it's thick, so it's easier to like hold on to and just drag that line across. So this is a great eyeliner. And this pencil, I don't remember if I've used it before. I don't remember, but using it now, I think that it really glided on nicely on my bottom waterline. So this is definitely a great pen as well. Pencil as well. With the pomade, I am normally a pencil girl. However, I do like Morphe's pomade. I like the formula. I think it's very creamy and it goes on very nicely and full. So I do recommend the pomade as well. Now for lips. So as I did before, I used a liquid lip, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. And these are the three that I have that are the cheapest from each category. So the first one up is the liquid lip. This is the Megawear Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild in the shade Coral, Corruption. This does retail for $4.99. Then for the lipstick, I have the e.L.F. Matte Lip Color. This is what the color looks like, and it is in the shade Coral, and it does retail for $4. And then the lip gloss is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Lip Gloss. This is from the Quartz collection that they came out with. This is in the shade Jade, and it does retail for $4.99. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lips. Alright, so now that my lips are on, I absolutely love this combo. I think it looks beautiful. I love Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild. I think that their formula is great. And the lip gloss, it's not sticky, it's very smooth, and you can't feel the glitter chunks that are in there. And even though this is green, I think it just made like a nice glossy topping. Overall, it looks beautiful. And then the matte lip color went nicely in the center. In comparison, it does look lighter than this. However, when I put it on, it didn't make a huge difference, but I did think it toned down the crazy color of coral that it was. Overall, I really do like that lip combo, and it might be something I will use in the future. Now the final step is, of course, to set my face, and I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer. This primer does retail for $5.99. I love coconut smells, especially around this time of year. It's almost like I go through a transition of whenever I hit into like spring, I start to like the florally smells. When it starts getting into those summer months, I crave anything coconut, suntan lotion, just anything that reminds me of the beach. I love those smells. And then when I get into the fall and winter months for candles, I absolutely love anything that smells like baked goods. And I love Winter Candy Apple from Bath and Body Works. I use that spray all the time. It just makes that whole time of the year fit in with whatever scent I'm using throughout the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. So I absolutely love this smell. I feel like it really does a nice job with setting in the rest of my makeup. I love the look I created today. I think it is beautiful. I love all those products. You can really find some pretty good products with the drugstore, or even like the dollar highlighter that I found at the dollar store. There are hidden gems everywhere. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get a beautiful look like I did here. I will link in the description box down below all of the products that I used. Also, if you were wondering about my little fan that I have that I use when I set my face, this I got at the dollar store as well. It does not come with the batteries, you do have to buy those, but this is a very powerful fan, little fan that from the dollar store. I love this with setting my face. That or I'll use just a hand fan, but I love this thing as well. So if you like what I created and you love these types of videos, go ahead and give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday and I will see y'all later. Bye.